Obviously, you're a big part of this team, but you've experienced. But is there still a little bit of nervousness, butterflies, anything like that?
Yeah, I think every time you start a new season, yeah, you have those butterflies, that excitement. I think that's good. That's part of the fun of being a professional athlete, is having that excitement, those nerves when you're stepping on the field. For me, I'm just excited to play at home again. It's been a long time, obviously, for us. Not making the playoffs last year. It's been a long time since we've played a game at home. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to being out in front of our fans and putting on a good show.
You look extremely fit. Did you do anything different this season, or do you feel in great form?
No, just same preparation. Feeling really good. The group here, the foreign staff has done a really good job. The coach has done a good job getting us into shape. Obviously, with the tournament, Club World Cup so early on, they had to get us up to speed pretty quick. So I feel like we're in good shape. We're looking forward to that first game.
Your position is very kind of put together with what the 9 does, where he moves, where he's at. With Abear, how's that connection been? How's that chemistry?
Great. I mean, he's such a quality player. He links up so well. He does all the simple things really, really well, and then in the box, he's a great finisher. So playing off of him, he makes it really, really easy. He's come in, fit in, seamless, and he's going to be a lot of fun to play with.
Going into this first game here, what's giving you more fuel to the fire? Is it not making the playoffs last year, or is it how the Club World Cup went?
I think we got to put the Club World Cup behind us. So for us, that was a huge honor. Obviously, we didn't go as far as we wanted, but huge honor to be there to represent MLS and the Sounders. It was awesome. For me, I think that's behind us. It's not making the playoffs last year. Figuring out what went wrong the second half of the season and making it right. And every year that we start, we feel we have the quality to challenge for an MLS Cup. So that's our goal again this season, and we'll take it game by game. But I think that's definitely fuel to the fire of this group, is not making the playoffs last year.
The schedule this year has a little more consistency, like Wednesday games and Saturday games, excluding this weekend, very few Sunday games. And Brian was talking about how that helps the fitness in terms of rehab, in terms of scheduling, for you to have a more kind of set schedule this year as opposed to recent ones. How does that help you personally?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's helps you get into a rhythm a little bit. Knowing which days you'll have off, which days will be recovery days, just finding that rhythm throughout the season, I think is important. So for us, obviously, it's about getting into a good rhythm, starting with 2 games at home. Coach Priest said today, 2 games at home to start the season. We have to get off on the right foot, but I think getting in a good rhythm, having more consistency will be important for the group.
What are you looking to do more on? Every player at the end of next season, what are you looking to do more on this year?
I think for me, it's just continuing to be goal dangerous, continuing to work on that final product. It's always something that I want to work on my whole career, is when I get in behind teams or I'm in that final third, just being dangerous, whether that's providing assists, scoring goals. That's kind of what I feel like is the strong part of my game, is being dangerous, but that final third is something that I want to keep working on it. And so for me, that's little things after training every day, working with Preki, working with the other forwards, wingers, and just getting on the same page, getting that camaraderie to score more goals. So I think that'll be important to start the season.
Do you feel more settled? I mean, each year, kind of those things as you become a veteran and able to kind of read the game more?
Yeah, definitely. I think for me, I think coming off the injury the year before last year, just finding my feet again, I think definitely feel like I feel more comfortable. And yeah, as you go on year by year, those things come a little bit more naturally. But it's always something that I want to keep improving on. I think every player wants to keep improving that part of their game. So I know I have a lot to do that I can keep working on, and that's the goal this season.
Starting this off just about you guys playing at home, but just how excited in context just to be back on the field, the crowd, and start a new chapter of the Sounders.
Yeah, it feels. It's always so exciting. Like I touched on earlier, you kind of have those butterflies starting the new season with all these possibilities in front of us, these potential trophies to win. I think that's what drives this team is winning trophies. So knowing that we're at the start of that journey, it's really exciting, and we're just looking forward to Sunday.
As a player, what are your thoughts on the playoff change and the 3-game playoff? I mean, what's your take on it?
Yeah, to be honest, I just kind of heard about it, so I haven't really had a big chance to think about it too much. It seems interesting. Some more playoff games. Those games are exciting and good for the league. So I think it'll be an interesting format, and we'll obviously see how it goes. But yeah, it's a kind of an interesting one.
Does it concern you at all in terms of like an extra game or physically anything like that?
I don't really know because we haven't been through it yet. So we'll see when it gets to that point. I don't really know the full story of how that 3-game, will that first best of 3 series will work and how far apart the games are. I think that could provide some sort of challenge if they're really close together and having to rotate and things like that. But we'll kind of take that as it comes.
The return of João Paulo, how does that feel?
Amazing. I can't say enough good things about this guy on and off the field, and having obviously been through that myself, knowing all the hard work that he's put in, all the sacrifices that he made to get back on the field. It's inspiring and it's exciting for a lot of reasons, for him personally, but for the team. I mean, he provides so much for us, and I think we missed him a lot down the stretch last year. You saw that after he got injured. We missed his presence on the field. He's such an amazing player, kind of makes our team tick. So we're really excited to have him back.
I haven't seen a lot of sample, but your buddy, from what I've seen, Christian looks like he's got a little bit more than how he's playing. Is that a fair assessment, or am I reading too much?
No, Christian always looks good. I think for him, he was having that injury last year, coming off of that. He seems to be feeling better with that, having a little bit of rest, not a ton of rest during the off season, but a little bit of rest in the off season and getting back. He's working really hard to get past that. So yeah, definitely he's looked really, really good, and the team's coming together well.
Tell us about Colorado, the challenges they present from your perspective, the matchups.
Yeah, I think our focus is going to start turning to them over the next couple of days. But from what we've started to talk about recently, they're a good team. They're difficult to play against. A little bit of a kind of a man-to-man system in some ways. So we're going to have to find ways to break that down. But they have a good core group. Obviously, we're familiar with their team, but we're going to watch film, train the next couple of days about how to try to break them down.